we was targeted by a white woman, by a Karen. Are you the police? Yeah, are you? Who are you? A Karen, okay? It's a problem when we do it. It's okay when they do it. Hey y'all, welcome back to another motherfucking video. If you are new, you already know what to do, sis. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hey y'all, I am in the BT room, barely, because the back is looking a little fucked up, okay? Remember I told you guys that we are in the process of moving, so stuff is gonna look a little different. I don't have like a designated background right now, so I'm kind of just jumping between areas. But speaking of moving, sis, let's talk about it, okay? I told you guys, did I tell you guys? I did tell you guys in one of my videos that we are moving and that we was gonna talk about why I'm moving. So these white people are pushing us out. Okay, so let's get into it. First of all, I just wanna say thank you to Nail Reserve. Nail Reserve sent 3 beautiful colors. Of course, as you can tell, I did my nails the other day using Nail Reserve's nail polish, y'all, and period. Their nail polish is vegan, it's cruelty free, it has a 9-free formula. I use this color on my nails. You can get a percentage off using the link down in the description box. I would drop everything down below. Make sure that you check out Nail Reserve. Now back to the video, sis. I'm gonna be doing my makeup in this video. Like I said, I'm still trying to practice, sis. I'm still trying to be a bad bitch. Still trying to practice on being a bad bitch. So I'm gonna do my makeup and we're just gonna talk, okay? So yeah, they've been pushing us out, sis. And listen, I have no problem with Caucasians, okay? Caucasians have problems with us. And then it creates this animosity amongst two communities, because it's just shit that is so unnecessary that happens and that they do that is just like, bro, at this point you're targeting us. Basically, this all started a few months ago where so we got a second dog, right? We got Diamond, Bad Girls Club. At first she was a lot and she just became like a blessing to our family because she is so sweet. Like, that is a sweet ass dog. Like, she wouldn't hurt a fucking fly, okay? And the same goes for Poggi. Like, both of them are sweet ass dogs and they're big, and I get that some people may be scared or afraid of them, but we are also trying to train them, and this property, it is not allowing us to allow them to live to their full advantage. Like, they're not getting a quality of life in this neighborhood, you know what I mean? Because it's enabling us to be able to train them, and I'm gonna tell you why. So yeah, this happened a few months ago. Before I get started, I'm gonna share with y'all just the stuff that I'm using real quick because I didn't do it last time, and it's not like y'all really give a because it's like, it's other people who's better than me. There's other people who's better than me, who uses probably way more expensive and high class products. So I'm doing what I'm trying to catch on, okay? I'm using Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tint. And then I have a blush palette that I got from like Marshalls or some shit. And then I got this Revolution eyeshadow that I like to use that I also got from Marshalls. And then the lady at Sephora put me on to this Revolution Banana Light. So that's why I ended up getting this, because I'm like, oh shit, they're the same brand, but I got this, you know. And then I have setting spray. I'm not using a lot on my face. Like, I don't put a lot of makeup on. I may or may not use bronzer. I'm still trying to learn how to use this shit. So yeah, just stick with it, sis, okay? But okay, anyway, it all started, I want to say January, sometime around January. We came from Titus's family's event and we seen like all the dogs off the leash. Like, his family recently got a new dog and he's like a husky, and he's like 8 months and he's big as fuck, but they have him off the leash, okay? Mind you, we had Poggi for about 3 years. Poggi is 3 years old and we just got Diamond. Diamond is like 1, I think she's like 1 or 1.5. It's like, bro, like Poggi's not even trained off the leash, and that's a big ass ninja to be walking around this neighborhood. Like, he pulls, and we try to correct it with choke collars. We tried to correct it, and it just came to a point where we was like, okay, we're gonna get a shot collar and we're gonna get a really good one. Like, we're gonna invest into a really good shot collar. So that's what we did. We started training Poggi on the shot collar and it was good. And I was like, okay, well, if we're training Poggi, then we might as well go ahead and start training Diamond too, because both of them need to be on the same level, and Diamond is younger and she might catch on like a little quicker than Poggi, because you have to break stubbornness out of an older dog. They're not used to that. Fast forward, we're taking them out off the leash with the shot collar. The only way that you can even train any dog is by being hands-on and obviously doing it without the leash, because we want them to be off the leash. We want to take the dogs on like hiking trips, which we recently did, and let me tell you, them shot collars sus, okay, the little bit of training that we try to do, it worked. Okay, we were able to take our dogs other places off the leash. Like if we go hiking, they could do their own thing. They come back to us. They're good on recall. Like it's not, our training is not going in vain. Like they have so much work to do still, but because this damn neighborhood, let me continue. Okay, we was training them for about a few weeks. Okay, they would be outside off the leash, but one thing that we always do, because the way our building is set up, we're actually kind of like, there's like a grass area that's on the side of our building and it leads out of the neighborhood, so there's no other building like that's next to us. It's just a street, and that's where we usually take our dogs out to go pee. So we're not in the neighborhood. We're not necessarily in the neighborhood. We're outside of the neighborhood. So we was training our dogs in this big ass grassy area that no one barely goes over. Like people barely go over there. Like people probably go over there to walk their dogs like in the evening or something. But the times that we are taking our dogs out, there's not a lot of people outside. We would go out there and we would train them off the leash and do recall. Obviously you can see that we're training them. We have remotes. So it's been a few times where I've seen like a few people, they'll drive by very slow past us and like they'll just be looking, you know what I mean? And I'm thinking like, okay, they probably looking like, one, we're black, and we have these two big ass dogs who appears like they could be aggressive. I feel like Caucasian people automatically, like when they see black people with big dogs, they assume that our dogs are gonna be vicious or that they are not trained. And I definitely got those vibes. Fast forward like a month later, we receive a newsletter talking about keep your dogs on a leash. Okay, now mind you, I follow this little Facebook community post that my neighbor, and we're gonna get into my neighbor too because they've been acting a little weird too. I'm on this little Facebook group that the neighborhood has just to stay updated about like what's going on in the neighborhood and stuff. You know, I'm on there, you know, like a Karen, and basically all the Karens are on there. The place that I live at, it's condos, and people actually like own these. Like people actually own, a few people rent, and we're gonna get into all of that too. This video might be a little long, so sit back and grab some popcorn. So we received a letter talking about everybody needs to keep their dogs on a leash. Mind you, on the community post, when they used to send out those newsletters, they never said nothing in the, and I have proof, so I'm gonna drop all of this shit, okay? I don't know where, I don't know when, just listen for the pop, okay, the pop sounds, cause so I have evidence. There was times where before they never said, like they would have a pet section on the newsletter, and all it would say is to pick up your pet's waste or whatever, like pick up their poop. And we do that, okay? They never once said, like the whole 2 years that we have been here, they never said nothing about keep your dogs on a leash. Like there's never been a problem. And mind you, there are a few people who had their dogs off the leash, and their dogs are like a little smaller than ours, like little like Shih Tzus and Chihuahuas and shit, but still, those dogs be vicious as fuck. They be worse than the big dogs sometimes, and they never say nothing. And also there's this Caucasian guy who used to run with his dog off the leash. His dog looks like our dogs, like one of those aggressive type dogs, you know, like he looks like that. Nobody said nothing, okay? 2 years, no one said nothing until we started taking our dogs off the leash, but we're training them. We never had no type of encounter with nobody. Our dogs never bit nobody. Like if you come close to our dogs, in which most of these people do, they'll come close to our dogs and they'll be like, oh, Poacher gonna jump on your ass. He's gonna jump on your ass. He's not gonna hurt you, but he's gonna be excited to fucking meet somebody. So you did it to yourself if you calling my dog over there. We are trying to train our dogs, and how I took it as our dogs are on some type of leash, like they're under our control and we're outside of the neighborhood. One thing about Titus, my mans, he was like, fuck that shit. I'm trying to train my dogs. You know what I mean? Because we're not trying to live the apartment life all the time. Like we're trying to travel. We're trying to like do shit, and we want to be able to bring them with us, but it's not gonna work unless we train them. He was like, it'll be times where he'll take them outside and they'll be off the leash, but we never take them to go to the bathroom in the neighborhood. Like we're always outside of the neighborhood. We get an email from our landlord, and the landlord is saying that the HOA is stating that we are violating the leash laws or whatever. And I was furious because I'm like, bro, like what the fuck? Because I literally just seen another lady, and I have videos, like me and Titus have videos of people with their dogs off the leash. Like there was literally a lady who walked in front of our door, and this was after the email was sent, and she had her dog off the leash walking in the breezeway and shit. Like no, I don't give a fuck if your dog is a Chihuahua. I could be scared of little dog. What about me? I'm like, no, bro. Like, that shit pissed me off. So I ended up commenting as a anonymous in the Facebook post, and I was like, whoever is taking pictures of our dogs, y'all need to make that rule apply to everybody in the neighborhood, not just us. It's like, how did somebody know where we live? Me and my mans are really low key in this neighborhood because we already know what type of timing they're on. And then all of a sudden, this lady, and I'm gonna say her name because I don't give a fuck, okay, her name is Melissa, okay, a fucking Karen, commented and was like, yeah, I totally agree that everybody should be on the leash. All right, now here's the twist. So apparently one of the board members of the HOA lives downstairs from us, and she's like a nice lady. Like, we never had a problem with her. Her kids are always outside. All of a sudden I get a personal message because I'm guessing whoever controls like the Facebook group, they can see who put themselves as anonymous. So she already knew it was me, and she asked me if I can come downstairs. So I'm like, oh shit, she's probably the one who snitched, because somebody definitely took a picture and sent that shit to the HOA. So I went downstairs and she was like, hey, I seen your post. I just wanted to tell you who told on you. And sure enough, it was the lady who commented on my shit acting oblivious as if she wasn't the one who snitched on us. She was like, she actually ran your plates. This is the catch, sis. She said, Melissa actually ran your plates, got your address, and she sent it over to the community manager. Why the fuck? You a fucking regular ass resident here. Why are you running my fucking plates? Like, that's weird as fuck. She said that she's seen like me and the dogs get in the car. Well, she's seen us and the dogs get in the car, and she said she's seen like the little black dog. So the lady ended up running our tags, which is illegal, okay? It's illegal as fuck. But yet these people always be wanting to try to come for black people and shit for doing illegal shit, but the white people be doing all. Why are you running our tags? Are you the police? Are you the police? Yeah, are you? Who are you? A Karen, okay? The lady ended up telling us it was her. And I was contemplating, I was like, should I say something? But it's like, at the same time, at the time, we still had like 6 months on this lease. Sometime before we move, I do want to say something to her and let her know that I know that she ran mine. I want to do that before we leave, because we leave in like, probably like a month and a half. We have a month and a half left here. So it's like, at this point, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm on that point where I'm gonna say something, and it takes me a lot to say something. I'm an introvert, but I'm local. I'm just playing. But I'm also like, I also have like very low tolerance for bullshit. And it just comes to a point where you gotta stand up for yourself. So I'm probably gonna say something to that lady, or at least message her and be like, hey, I know that you ran our tags, and my lawyer will be contacting you. Yeah. I just want, like, even if I don't have nobody contacting her, I just want her heart to drop. For 2 seconds, I want her to panic. Goddamn shit. So the whole time we thought that it was our neighbor who lives across from us who told on us, because they recently got a Ring camera. And we have a Ring camera too, but we did it because, for one, packages be getting stolen, cars be getting broken into. So I got it for safety. I didn't get it to spy on them, okay? But I feel like they got that shit to spy on us. So ever since they got their Ring camera, we thought it was them the whole time, because they've been acting weird as fuck. We gonna get to that. Okay, so back to the story. So basically, the lady tells me blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, cool. I even told her, I said, I feel like we're being targeted. I feel like, because there's other people out here who literally has their dogs on the leash. Oh, I actually wrote that post because I literally just seen a lady with her 2 dogs in that little grassy area off the leash. They're playing and shit, and that shit made me very upset, because I'm like, bro, I can't even play frisbee with my dogs in that open area, but you're letting this white lady with these 2 little dogs play in that area. Like, that shit pissed me off. So that's when I ended up writing that post, and then that's how, I found out it was the other lady. So, and the board manager, she ended up telling me, she was like, yeah, like, nobody really likes her like that. She just be like in people's business, and she's not even on the board anymore. So it's like, why are you still doing board work? She was just saying, like, basically nobody likes her, and the lady Melissa tried to blame her because she's like a board member of our building, and like, she stays right there, and why didn't she say anything about the dogs being off the leash? She told the board that those dogs don't mess with anybody. Like, they're trained, they're sweet dogs. My kids play outside, they don't bother them. I guess she vouched for us, but I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I'm just at this point where I don't trust people like that. And I'm not even gonna play the brace card. I don't trust people in general, because people could tell you one thing and then it's something completely different. I think she ended up also talking to Titus, and and she said, like, you know, she talked about the leash thing, and she said, like, if y'all want to take them off the leash, just do it at night. Then another newsletter came out, and then they didn't have the leash thing on it. And then another newsletter came out, then another one, and they don't have the leash things on it. So it was because of us that they tried to target us. Basically, we was targeted by a white woman, by a Karen, okay? And we're targeted by all the fucking Karens in this fucking neighborhood, because it's a lot of them. Our neighborhood consists of white old people who are very nosy, and they will snitch on you. And I'm just not here for it. Like, I'm young as fuck. I don't have kids. It's like, I don't really give a fuck about a lot of shit. I'm gonna be honest. But it's not even me being immature. Like, this is just me. Like, I don't have a family. I don't have kids. So I don't have the concerns that these people have. My only concerns are my fucking fur babies. Because if you try to mess with them, you try to mess with their freedom and shit. Like, we already stay in condos, and there's no dog park here. Like, they're already conformed to being in the house a lot, and I hate that. So it's like, when we're trying to do our best and to train them so that they can have a better quality of life and be able to do more shit, and you're interrupting that. So it's, yes, I'm gonna fight for my dogs. I'm gonna talk about my neighbors. So my neighbors, we was cool like the first year. Honestly, the first time I met them wasn't on like a really pleasing term, because their package got stolen, and she was banging on my door, okay? She was banging on my door because our DoorDash driver stole her package, okay? Mind you, they be leaving their packages in front of their door. Like, they'll be home, but their package will literally sit out in the front door for like a day or two, even though they're fucking home. And it doesn't give my DoorDash driver or anybody any right to steal a package. And this was around Christmas time, like almost 2 years ago. It was like the first year that we lived here and we met her. The package got stolen by our DoorDash driver, and she was like banging on our door. She was like, call DoorDash, call DoorDash, like, you know, demanding me to do shit like how they do. I'm like, okay, because I felt sympathetic, because I would have been mad as fuck if it was my package too. Like, I would be banging down your door. You know, all they did was probably like ban their account, but it wasn't really much that I could do. What you want me to do? Huh? You want me to call the guy? Like, I don't know. So she ended up calling Amazon, and they ended up stealing like fish food or whatever, or no, plant food. Yeah. So, and just to let you know, like a few months later, my package got stolen, and I was also knocking on their fucking door too, and they couldn't help me. So you know what I mean? Like, it's a problem when we do it. It's okay when they do it. Fuck them. Like, so if I'm not here, I'm not doing this. Lately, they just been like avoiding us. It's like, it's noticeable, because we do have the Ring camera, and yes, I'm a Ring camera stalker. I don't give a fuck who's walking in front of my door. Who? What time? When? How? Like, I want to know who the fuck is at my door. Like, I be stalking a little bit. Like, who doesn't look at their fucking Ring camera? That's why I bought that shit, right? Yeah. I don't know, it's just be weird. Like, it's so noticeable, because I remember the first time that I noticed that they was avoiding us was we both got home at the same time. Me and Titus and my neighbor's husband, like, we got home at the same time. They live right across from us, and we have an elevator. Mind you, I'm gonna be honest, my neighbors, they're on the plus size, like bigger than me and Titus type shit, okay? They usually take the elevator. I've never seen them take no damn stairs, okay? They take the elevator downstairs. Like, I understand going up, but they take the elevator like religiously. We came across the husband, you know, he knew that we was getting home at the same time too. So what he did is, usually he would take the elevator, but instead this time he took the stairs, and we wasn't even on the elevator yet. Like, he just went ahead and took the stairs because he just wanted to avoid us. So it was just weird. That was the first time that I noticed that they would avoid us. And then there was another time where it was either we was leaving the house or coming back to the house, but we heard their door like kind of crack open. We was walking, and they just hurried up and like closed the door because they heard people out there, I guess. Then like as soon as we went in the house, then that's when they started coming out. So it was like, it's just weird. Like, it's just like weird ass shit. Y'all acting like we got COVID or some shit. Y'all acting like we got the bed. I'm just like, bro, I'm not here for that weird shit. I get it if you don't want to socialize. Like, yeah, I get that y'all don't want to like socialize with people. Like, I can be antisocial, but I also am respectful, and I will say hi, you know, and I'll just keep it pushing. We're not the type of people that's gonna keep you and want to talk and shit. Like, we're not like that. Like, making it obvious and shit is just a little weird to me. Like, it's obvious that they're trying to avoid us, and I don't know what that's about. We never did nothing bad to them. We're not bad neighbors. Also, the lady, because it's a husband and a wife, she actually posted like I don't know, like their little Facebook post, they just complain a lot, and she ended up posting something because somebody posted something about like garbage juices being trailed in the breezeway and stuff, and it happens. Like, it happened to us when we first moved here. We had like some teriyaki sauce that like drizzled all the way down the hallway, and it's still there. I ain't gonna hold you, it's still there. That shit is sticky. I don't have nothing to clean that shit up with outside. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here and buy tools. Like, don't y'all pay HOA? point, y'all need to have somebody to pressure wash this shit. Like, that's the only way that's gonna get up. Anyway, so she ended up commenting and was like, yeah, I agree. It's embarrassing. And even our neighbors, like, they just don't pick up after themselves. Like, bitch, what the fuck? I'm like, what is there to clean up? What is there to clean up, sis? Like, it was that one time, which was a year ago, but it's almost like they're throwing shots, you know, saying that renters, oh yeah, they started talking about renters on the community post, talking about we don't know how to take care of the property and all that shit. And how I took it as they're referring to black people. Yeah, they are. I just can't do it. I can't do it, sis. I really cannot. I don't have time or energy to be living in a space like that. Like, this shit is low vibrational as hell. And the sad part is that the condo, the place that we live at, it's decent. Like, the inside is nice, but as soon as you go out there, it's like I don't even feel comfortable taking a walk, because it's like, what narc is out today? Who's out to get us today? It's just weird. I'm not feeling the energy at all. Like, I'm not feeling this shit. That's the reason the white people don't push this out, sis. Okay, what we gonna do? That's why we're moving to a whole nother place, a place that accepts our dogs. There's no breed restrictions. It's younger people. It's a little bit more mixed. I mean, if you have kids and you live in that area, I get it, but it's like we're a young couple with no kids and we just have dogs. And it's like, I'm not really pressed to be living in a so-called upscale area if it's gonna be like old white people just complaining all the time. Like, people complain about the dumbest shit. It's just dumb. It's just dumb as fuck. Oh, like, and I'll even post some Ring cameras. I don't know. I want to post like a Ring camera of them like walking by our door, because when they go in and out of the house, they always look at our door. Like, that's weird. And it's like they're staring. It's not like okay, I'm coming out and my head is facing your door. No, it's like they stare at the Ring camera. Like I literally just looked today. They was both walking in and the husband is just like staring at the Ring camera. And I'm just like, bro, like, y'all are weird as fuck. Okay, y'all don't want to say hi to us. Oh, and then there was a situation with them where someone threw up in the hallway. Sis, I'm dropping that shit. Okay, someone threw up in the hallway and they thought it was us. Mind you, we was out of town on my birthday weekend. It wasn't us, sis. And either way, like, that's nasty as fuck. Why would we throw up in the hallway? First of all, I would have held my throw up until I got to the fucking house. Why am I, like, I'm a grown ass woman. That's not something that a grown person does. So, I mean, unless you know, really fucked up. But they was like, yeah, whoever threw up, if it was you guys, you know, please clean it up because we don't have nobody to clean it up. Da 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 da. Like, I have a whole message. You will hear it in the message, okay?
Hey Bree, it's Sabrina from across the hall. Someone puked in the hallway and they didn't clean it up. I'm trying to figure out who it is so I can ask them to clean it up. I think you guys are renting, so you may not know, but we don't have anybody that cleans this sort of stuff up. So if somebody does something like that, they have to clean it up themselves. So, I mean, if it was like you guys or something, you just got to clean it up yourself, because we don't have a rental management company that's going to come in and do it. It's just going to sit there. So, if it wasn't you guys and you have some footage from Friday or Saturday, I just want to let the people know who did it that it's a responsibility to clean it up, because I don't want to clean it up. I don't clean up somebody else's puke, and they shouldn't have to, and neither should any of us. So I just want to see if I can figure out directly who it is before I have to start putting notes on everybody's door on the floor to let them know. There's nobody, it's just going to sit there. Nobody's going to do it unless I figure this out. So if you could maybe check your footage from Friday or Saturday, see if you have anything and you can figure out maybe who might have done it, and let me know. I really appreciate it. And of course, if you guys did it, yeah, just so you know, you've got to clean it. So I was just trying to figure it out. Thank you. I'll keep an eye out for text. Thanks.
I sent her a long text. Like, you'll see the text. That's not in our character to do that. Like, that's disgusting. You know what I mean? That's nasty. They assumed that it was us. And I don't like that shit. Cause it's like, bro, did you text anybody else? Did you? Then she want to ask me for the Ring footage. I'm like, I don't have ring footage from whatever. Like, it doesn't see all the way down the hallway, sis. How about you ask your neighborly friend? Like, sis, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I don't have the time or the capacity in my mind to be putting up with this shit. Like, I'm paying rent to be in a space full of narcs, full of like unhappy people. Like, bro, the complaining I can't do. And then they want to complain about us, but nobody want to say nothing about the cars being broken into, because that's also why I want to move to. And the place that we're moving to has a car garage. The place that we're moving to is a loft, okay? Me and Titus been wanting to do a loft. We've been talked about it. It's finally that time to do it. So it's like, I just cannot wait. I cannot wait for this month and a half to go, because sis, this is getting ridiculous. Like, why are y'all accusing us of stuff? It's not cool. It's not pleasant. It makes me not want to stay here. Like, I'm good. I'm cool on it. I better get my fucking deposit back too, because if not, I'm raising hell. I mean, our car got broken into the day before my birthday. I had to file a police report. If y'all want to be like on that Karen shit, why don't y'all have security cameras looking at the parking lot and shit? Y'all worried about the wrong things, talking about some dogs is off the leash and shit. My dogs are not even causing problems. I wanted to do this video today because what triggered me was the fact that I took my dogs out. One of the leashes broke, okay? So the dog who is currently really good off the leash is Diamond. Like, Diamond will listen, she'll follow you, she's not gonna run away. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna just have to take Diamond off the leash, because I'm tired of taking both of them outside separately. So now lately I've been taking them outside together because it's just been easier, because it's like, bro, like going up and down the stairs, one dog has to pee more than the other and it's just too much. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna just take Diamond and I'm gonna keep Poggy off the leash, because Poggy's the big scary looking one, right? So I go outside and I see this old white lady. Apparently I didn't even know she had a dog with her, but I assumed. I kind of figured that she had one because she kept looking over my way, and I'm just like, okay, like what like, we're going outside of the neighborhood to let the dogs do their business. They're not in the neighborhood. So it's like, what? She's like walking away a little bit but looking at us, and then I go like around the corner and it's like, at that point you can't really see me. So I let the dogs do their thing. We're going back in the house, right? Diamond, she's off the leash. She's curious. Okay, the lady has a dog, which in fact, I believe her dog was off the leash, right? But her dog is like some little Shih Tzu little motherfucker. And like, she's picking up her dog. Like, she's like picking up her dog as if my dogs are over there nipping at her. You know what I mean? And we're all the way over here. Like, this is her over here. We're like all the way over here. So we're nowhere in proximity. Like, I wouldn't even be able to hear her. I wouldn't even be able to hear her talk. We was nowhere near each other, sis. We was like far apart. Why are you picking up your dog? It's not like my dog went over there and charged over to you. My dog is looking at you. Yes, she's curious, probably curious to why the fuck you picking up that dog. When we came from back around the corner, she was like staring at us with her dog in her hand. Like, she just kept her back towards us, and it's like she never like said hi, no good morning, and it's like, I'm just not here for that shit. And then I looked on the Ring camera, and then I seen like this old man walk past our door and look at me and my neighbor's door as if they're trying to find like where these dogs stay at, right? And I'm just not here for it. I don't really give a fuck, because guess what, sis? I have evidence. So if they try to do some shit and try to like put us out and we only have a month left, sis, I have evidence and I'm gonna sue, like dead ass, because we're being racially profiled. We are. Like, these people are weird. Yeah, y'all. I know this video was kind of long and my throat actually hurts from talking shit about these people. So I'm just glad I got to get it off my chest. But yes, that's why we are moving. We definitely encountered being racially profiled, like definitely, and I'm sick of that shit. F the Karens, F the male Karens. Like, when a white person in this neighborhood does that stuff, it's okay when they do it, but as soon as we do it, it's a problem, and I'm not here for it. But anyway, I'm gonna come back with the final look, because as you can see, I only got a few things done because it's hard to multitask and do this shit. I don't know how y'all do it, but I'll be back. So don't play with it. Don't play with her. So this is the final look. Just something simple, you know what I mean? Sis, wait. Sis, I should have came in the camera looking like this. Damn. But anyway, y'all, make sure y'all go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening to my rant. Sis, okay? Because it's real out here, okay? They're out here. Okay, they're still out here, and they still treating us like shit. Yeah, y'all, make sure y'all go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you tune in on my next video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
I'm a big bitch, I'm a thick bitch. Call me pretty bitch, shitting on the hit list. I'm a boss bitch.